Good day, classmates. Good day, Dean Marmelo Abante. I'm Aldwin Yanesa, and my report is on Module 10, Capstone Project and Presentations. This is for MBA 204 Advanced Marketing Management. So what are the learning intended outcomes? 1. Integrate knowledge and skills. 2. Strategic analysis and problem solving. 3. Strategic planning and decision making. 4. Market research and data analysis. 5. Innovation and creativity. 6. Collaboration and teamwork. 7. Presentation and communication skills. 8. Critical thinking and evaluation. 9. Ethical considerations. 10. Time management and planning. 11. Adaptability and flexibility. 12. Measuring impact and return of investment. 13 is feedback incorporation. 14 is risk management. And 15 is continuous learning and improvement. Now, as an introduction, the Capstone Project and Presentation is the culminating endeavor. This is where the student applies the knowledge, skills, and insights acquired. You address a genuine marketing challenge in the real world, and this is the evaluation of a student's capacity to combine theory with practice. So, for the Capstone Project and Presentation, first, you must select a project. You choose a specific marketing topic or challenge. And you have the following options. You can develop a comprehensive marketing strategy, address a marketing issue, conduct in-depth market analysis. It could be one or a combination of this or all of this. For example, you have chosen to conduct an in-depth market analysis about the feasibility of a certain company which will introduce only electric cars, or what we call the fully electric vehicles, FEV. So, with regards to research and analysis, you have to gather the following for the marketing strategy or solution: the relevant data, the market insights, and the industry trends about electric cars in the Philippines. So that would include the category spending, the supply selection, procurement, and best practices, and the supplier evaluation metrics. 3 is the strategy formulation. So in this topic, you have to address the identified challenge. You have to define the target markets, positioning, messaging, channel strategies, and tactics. So, how would you position a fully electric vehicle in the Philippine market? Remember, the Philippines is composed of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. The marketing strategy for Luzon may be different for Visayas and even for Mindanao. And the marketing strategy for the National Capital Region or Metro Manila might be different for Luzon. So next we go to the implementation plan. For the proposed marketing strategy, that would include the timelines, the resource allocation, and the key performance indicators or the KPI. Now, with regards to the presentation preparation, the highlights would include your research, the strategy, the proposed solutions, And with regards to the presentation delivery, you have to present this to the faculty, to the industry experts, and to your peers. You have to showcase your research findings, the rationale behind the strategy, and the challenges you have encountered. Now, there's also a portion for question and answer and feedback. The panelists and the audience can inquire about the project, about your research, your strategy, and the implementation plan. And there's also a feedback section or a feedback portion that can help the students refine their ideas. The feedback can be in the form of constructive criticisms or what you might call as destructive criticism. So it can be a positive feedback and it can be a negative feedback. Either way, it can help you refine your ideas. So when you submit the final project, you submit a comprehensive written report which outlines the project's background, the research methodology, the strategy details, the implementation plan, and the evaluation metrics. Now, with regards to evaluation and grading, the evaluation will be based on the quality of the research, the soundness of the marketing strategy, the clarity of presentation, and the feasibility of proposed solutions. And with regards to reflections and learning, you reflect on their experience, the challenges encountered, and the lessons learned from the process. Now, Capstone Project, it's developing a comprehensive marketing strategy with the objective of formulating a comprehensive and well-thought-out strategy to effectively tackle a particular marketing strategy. So the proposed structure are as follows. One is the project introduction. We provide an overview of a chosen company, a product or service, and the context of the marketing challenge. So the example I have mentioned earlier is a foreign company, not a local company, a foreign company would be entering the Philippine market and would be introducing a fully electric vehicles. They'll be marketing only fully electric vehicles. So two is the situation analysis. So what is included in this? It's analysis of the external and internal factors that impact the marketing situation. It includes the SWOT. SWOT stands for S, strengths, W, weaknesses, O, opportunities, T, threats, or the SWOT analysis. It's a review of the competitive landscape. So, what is the target market and customer analysis? So, you have to define the target audience segments for the marketing strategy. You describe the demographics, the psychographics, the behaviors, and the needs. So since we're dealing with a fully electric vehicle, which will fly throughout the route of Metro Manila, you have to consider the traffic situation in Metro Manila. There are companies who are really apprehensive of introducing a fully electric vehicle in the Philippines kasi sabi nila because of the horrendous traffic in Metro Manila, maglo-lowbat daw yung mga electric vehicles. Titirik daw yan along the road, even if it's fully charged. So, another factor, you have to know the Philippines. Ano yung population, ano yung demographics, ano yung GDP, ano yung average income of a of, of a middle class family or upper class family, since you would be targeting the middle class and the upper class in this marketing strategy. Now, with regards to positioning and branding, of course, that new company has to position the product in the market. It has to differentiate their product from the competitors, and they have to create a strong brand identity. So going back, ito yung mga existing car brands in the Philippines. So how are you going to compete with these car brands? Mostly Japanese, merong Korean, meron American. So paano kasi singit dito? And most of these Japanese cars and even yung Korean cars, they're also starting to introduce the fully electric vehicles. So with regards to your marketing objective and goals, I mean objectives, it should be measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So under marketing mix strategies, the strategies for each element of the marketing mix would include the product, any service features, any benefits, any modifications. Place, any distribution strategy sa Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, what is the strategy for NCR alone? What are the channels and the logistics? Price, this is very important. What would be the cost of this product? And who are the competitive brands? Or what are the competitive brands? And what would be the value of that product in terms of its cost? Promotion, that would include advertising, PR, digital marketing, and social media. Now, with regards to the implementation plan, so what is included in the marketing strategy? The timeline, the responsibilities, and the resources. So, meron kang marketing plan timeline from step 1 to step 2 hanggang sa step 5. Eight is very important, which is the budget allocation. Of course, marketing strategy and activities would really incur expenses. Now, with regards to measurement and evaluation, you have to define the key performance indicators. That is the measure. That's the measure of the success of your marketing strategy. Now, for risk assessment and mitigation, you have to identify the challenges and the risks that could impact the implementation of your strategy. Remember, if it's a foreign company trying to open up a business or a market here in the Philippines, one of the biggest challenge is the ease or difficulty of putting up a business here in the Philippines. That's why you really have to know the culture of the Philippines, the politics of the Philippines. That's part of the challenges. With regards to ethical considerations, this one is related to the strategy. There should be honesty in advertising, consumer privacy, and social responsibility. So, sabi dito, being honest in advertising is the art of not exaggerating. And as to the conclusion, we summarize the key points of the strategy, that reiterate its potential impact on the company, and with regards to the presentation preparation, it should be visually engaging, should highlight the key aspects of the strategy. You can use charts, visuals, and data. with regards to presentation delivery, you have to explain the strategy in front of the faculty, in front of the industry experts, and in front of your peers or classmates. So as I've mentioned earlier, part of the reflection and learning is the process of developing the strategy, the challenges which you have encountered, and the lesson which you have learned in formulating with your marketing strategy. Now, upon successful completion of this marketing research, that's an opportunity to showcase your proficiency in synthesizing information, formulating strategic judgments, and successfully conveying their ideas. So the presentation of the capstone project is an opportunity to exhibit the research, analysis, problem-solving aptitude, and project outcomes. Again, you have to present it in front of the panel of assessors, your fellow students, your classmates, your instructors, and in front of the industry experts or people with knowledge in that line of business. This is your opportunity to explain your findings and suggestions. So what is the outline of the presentation? 1, preparation. That would include a clear and well-structured presentation that encompasses the problem statement, research methodology, findings, analysis, recommendations. Second, the visual aids. You have to use slides, graphs, charts, and images. And you should be able to illustrate complex concepts. 3, now with regards to the opening and introduction, you have to highlight the context of the project and the purpose. Now with regards to the problem statement and objectives, the big question here is, were this achieved? Next, with regards to research methodology, you have to gather data and conduct research utilizing several methods which we have learned in our earlier subjects in MBA. Now, with regards to the findings and analysis, you have to highlight the data points, the trends, the insights. Now, under recommendations and solutions, you have to explain how these address the problem. Under the implementation plan, you have to emphasize the steps and the strategies which you have utilized during the research. Now, for the justification and rationale, you have to cite the evidence, research, and logic. So, what would be the benefits and impact of your research to the field of industry? For the conclusion, you have to put emphasis on the problem, on the objectives, findings, and recommendation. And for the question and answer session, you might be asked about the project's details, the methodology, and reasoning, and you have to be prepared to answer all the questions. Remember, the question and answer session will be in front of the industry experts, your professors, your mentors, and even your classmates and fellow students. And of course, when presenting, you have to keep track of the time during the presentation. That's part of time management. You cannot be present if there's a limit for 45 minutes. You have to stick within the limit of 45 minutes. Now, how do you get the audience engaged? And how do you deliver? You maintain eye contact, speak clearly, and use a confident tone. Now, with regards to reflection and learning, you share your overall experience. So the peer evaluation and feedback, it entails evaluation and constructive input. Pwede rin destructive. Sometimes the negative criticisms would help you a lot. It is an integral aspect as it provides many viewpoints, insights, suggestions to augment the caliber and efficacy of the project. So, what is included is a peer evaluation and feedback. One, peer evaluation process, which is a review. Second, the assessment criteria with regards to the research methodology, analysis, and recommendations. Third is the feedback delivery. As I mentioned, there should be constructive criticism and negative criticism. And there should be suggestions for improvement. That's part of the negative criticism. Positive reinforcement is also a good part of the feedback delivery. Fourth, the objective perspective. You have to identify the strengths and weaknesses. So fifth is you learn from each other. So this means there's exposure to different approaches, research methods, and solutions. In short, there's cross-learning. Six, identify the opportunities for improvement. Dun sa research, sa analysis, sa presentation. Seven, under the clarification and insight, you can raise questions. There's part na you did not understand any part of the research which you did not understand. You can raise your hand and ask a question. You want it clarified or you want it repeated. So you also have to enhance your communication skills. So you have to develop these skills. Now, to create a supportive environment, you have to collaborate to improve the quality. Receiving diverse perspectives means a more comprehensive evaluation process and feedback incorporation into the capstone project. That should be included, yung feedback. Now, with regards to the iterative improvement, this will enhance their projects through multiple feedbacks. The more feedbacks, the more improvement and the more enhancement you can do with your project, with your research. Remember, you have to be open to constructive criticisms and negative feedbacks. Constructive feedback, that's part of the professional skill development. And evaluating peers and feedback, that would enhance the critical thinking. Under reflection and growth, that would include self-assessment for improvement. Thank you for listening. I'm Aldwin Ayanesa. Good day to everyone.